What if I told you you could get rid of your teen belly fat really fast, but it's also safe and sustainable? Like many, I used to look at people with flat stomachs and wonder, what's their secret? 1. I struggled with a stubborn pouch that just wouldn't budge one. I was tired of constantly sucking in my stomach for photos and relying on oversized shirts to hide my bellies. Desperate for a solution, I tried various things I found online, from weird detox teas to those waist trainers, but nothing seemed to work. Then came the moment that pushed me to find a real answer. Last summer, I ordered a pair of jeans in my usual size. When they arrived, despite doing that little jump dance we all do, the button was barely hanging on, and I had a definite muffin top situation today. I'm going to show you exactly how I did this as a teenager. For years, I was confused looking at my skinny jeans from high school that no longer fit. I couldn't understand how people my age had such flat stomachs while mine was always a stubborn pouch. Looking through old photos, I realized that from 9th grade onwards, my gut had gotten progressively bigger, and I was sick of it. I was tired of sucking in my stomach for photos and wearing oversized shirts to hide it. I searched the internet for solutions to my belly fat problem, and oh boy, what a rabbit hole that was. I bought weird detox teas and waist trainers, none of which worked. One day last summer, I ordered a pair of jeans online I remembered loving them in the store, so I ordered my usual size, but when they arrived, I had a little jump dance of excitement. I tried them on, and when I bent over to put on the jeans, the button barely hung on. I ended up with a full muffin top situation. I was devastated. Those jeans were amazing. They were high-waisted, flattering, and that beautiful dark wash. So I had two options. I could return them or figure out how to make them fit, and I was not giving up those jeans. Not for nothing. I wanted to lose the belly fat, and I wanted to do it without a gym membership. I just couldn't be bothered to commit to one. Turns out I didn't have to. As I delved into actual science-backed studies on losing weight from your stomach area, I found ways to achieve my goal at home, and let me tell you, it was life-changing. Here's what I did. Firstly, I stopped dieting. That's right, dieting doesn't work. After reading tons of studies, I realized that the only thing that has been scientifically proven to help you lose weight is a caloric deficit. Basically, you have to burn more calories than you consume. But I learned that doesn't mean I had to eat bland, boring food like dry salads and plain chicken. That idea could be thrown out the window. Say goodbye to starvation mode and binge eating. But there's another scientific principle that changed everything for me. It's called calorie density, and it taught me that I don't have to eat small portions of high-calorie foods that leave me hungry. I can eat more food for fewer calories. Confused? Let me explain. A lot of food has a lot of calories. We call them calorie dense. Think about a cupcake. That bad boy might be around 300 calories, but it's super tiny. If I try to eat more than half of it, I'll be uncomfortably full. Now imagine a giant bowl of strawberries. They're like 300 calories too, but they take up way more space in your stomach. It's so satisfying to eat a ton of fruit, vegetables, and whole grains, because they fill you up without piling on the calories, and you can eat way more of them compared to calorie-dense foods. This is what I call volume eating. The idea is to replace those small portions of calorie-dense stuff with larger portions of low-calorie-dense foods that keep you fuller for longer. So say goodbye to feeling hungry all the time. Now let me be clear, I'm not saying it's okay to eat in limited amounts of anything. I can polish off that giant bowl of strawberries in seconds and feel like I still have room for more, and that's not helpful for losing belly fat. The key is to practice mindful portions. I learned that even with volume eating, it's important to listen to my body and stop when I'm comfortably satisfied. And guess what? Snacks are totally allowed. No more deprivation for me. Learning about calorie density helped me eat smart and enjoy my favorite snacks in moderation. I could treat myself without blowing my caloric deficit. Next, I slowed down. I used to inhale my food quickly, finishing my plate in a few minutes while everyone else was still taking photos. But now I practice what I call the fork down method. It sounds ridiculous, but it's super helpful. I literally put my fork down between bites. Yes, between bites. At first it felt awkward, but now it helps me actually taste my food instead of shoveling it down, and I learned that my brain takes 20 minutes to realize my stomach is full. When I eat fast, I overeat before that message arrives, and trust me, I used to be that person who could polish off an entire pizza in one sitting. But now I take my time, savor each bite, and stop when I'm comfortably full. No more feeling stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Remember, it's all about quality over quantity. Third, I switched my drink. Oh, you thought I was talking about fancy protein shakes or green juices? Think again. I upgraded my drink to something simple yet powerful, a metabolism-boosting magic potion. Here's the recipe. Warm water, fresh lemon juice, a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Yep, it tastes like a science experiment gone wrong, and I legit thought I'd poison myself the first time. But I stuck with it because I knew my metabolism would love me for it. Fourth, I moved my body at home. I learned I didn't need to go to the gym to lose weight. Don't get me wrong, gyms are great, but they're not necessary. Plus, they're expensive, and the fitness industry loves to convince us we need fancy equipment. Yeah, I see right through you. Turns out I can move my body at home and still burn calories and reduce belly fat. Who knew? I found that a 30-minute workout at home is totally doable, even while watching my favorite show. And the key is to focus on moving your deep core muscles. These are the muscles that act like an internal corset, holding everything in place. The best part, you can do them anywhere and anytime. No excuses. Let me show you the exercises I did. First, bicycle crunches. Lie on your back, hands behind your head, not pulling on your neck. Lift your shoulders, bring your legs up, and twist to bring the opposite elbow towards the bent knee. Make sure your shoulder lifts every time you crunch. Second, standing twists. Stand with your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, hips and head facing forward. Core tight, arms extended out to the sides. Twist your torso side to side with control for 60 seconds. You should feel your side muscles working. Third, elbow to knee crunches. Do this on a mat or just standing. Hands lightly behind your ears, bring your elbow to your knee and then back out. Fourth, plank twists. Start in a plank position, elbows under your shoulders, on your toes and forearms. Engage your core by sucking your tummy in. Twist your hips side to side, gently tapping the floor. The most important thing is to progress gradually. Maybe start with just 30 seconds of each exercise. Then after a few days, increase to a minute, then 2, and eventually 5. Remember, progress comes step by step. And finally, fifth, I got my sleep. Exercise alone isn't enough. I know I sound like a broken record, but sleep is just as important. I learned that when I didn't get enough sleep, my body pumped out extra cortisol. And guess what? That's the hormone that encourages fat storage in the belly area. Yeah, seriously. So getting enough sleep is as important as working out because our bodies need time to recover, balance our hormones, and actually burn fat. Without sleep, all my hard work would go to waste. Staying up late to watch shows was a big no-no if I wanted to tackle that belly fat. Staying up till AM was my belly fat's favorite party trick. After 6 weeks of sticking to these tips, I had lost 3 inches off my waist, and here's the best part. None of this would have been possible without understanding the why behind what I was doing. The real motivation wasn't about chasing a dream figure or meeting social media standards. It was about feeling good, strong, and confident in my own skin. It's about taking care of myself, which includes making sure to get enough sleep sometimes, by turning off Netflix and going to bed. So what's the takeaway? Well, science-backed methods work and don't necessarily require a gym. Understanding how food works, especially caloric deficit and calorie density, is crucial. Mindful eating habits like slowing down and stopping before feeling stuffed make a difference. Targeted home movement is effective, especially focusing on core engagement rather than just crunches. Adequate sleep is paramount, and lastly, the goal is personal well-being and confidence, not external validation.